Hello friends, in this session I am going to take up for discussion an important analytical topic related with governor. I will take up for discussion recommendations of important center state commissions which have been constituted in India and what exactly they have said, commented or recommended about governors. Friends, you know by now that if we turn the pages of constitutional history of India in past 70 years, we can very well say that appointment of governor, removal process of governor, functioning of governor has emerged and evolved and established as greatest bone of contention as far as healthy center-state relationship within federal polity of India is concerned. And this is the reason why every important commission which was constituted in India in their reports have recommended strongly that there must be amendments in the provisions of constitution and we should give constitutional safeguard of term to governor so that governor of a state can function in an impartial manner, in a non-partisan manner, and should truly protect, preserve, defend the constitution as the constitutional head of the state. So we will take up for discussion different commissions and their recommendations related with governor. But I just want you all to remain aware that this appointment process, removal process, and most important, functioning. This has evolved functioning of governor of a state. Now this has evolved as bone of contention as far as healthy center-state relationship is concerned, as far as healthy center-state relationship is concerned within federal polity of India. And this is the reason why all commissions which have been constituted in India, the reports which they have submitted, they have recommended changes within the provisions which are related with governors. In this series, I would just like you all to remember the most important name, that is Sarkaria Commission. Sarkaria Commission. Okay, I hope you all are aware that this commission became famous in the name of Sarkaria Commission because it was headed by Justice Ranjit Singh Sarkaria. And this commission was asked to study the center-state relationship within federal polity in India. And this commission submitted its report in 1988. And many things were said in the report, but I am just going to take up for discussion the important recommendations related with governor of the state. So this Sarkaria Commission, which submitted its report, said that governor should be an eminent person. So while President of India is appointing somebody as governor, he should keep in mind that governor should be an eminent person. And this commission even said that he must be from outside state, outside state. And he also said, this commission said, that he should not have participated participated, should not have participated in active politics for some time. Active politics from some time. Okay. And what was said? That this also said that a state government must be, right, a state government must be given prominence in appointing the governor, So this commission said that state government must be given prominence in appointing the governor. This commission recommended that the Chief Minister of the state, Vice President of India, Speaker of Lok Sabha should be consulted in appointment of governor. Okay. So the Sarkaria Commission was of the view, right? Sarkaria Commission was of the view that there must be consultation with the Chief Minister of the state, even the Vice President opinion should be taken, Speaker of the Lok Sabha should be consulted, and of course Prime Minister, Home Minister has to play an important role, but he should be a person from outside the state, he should be an eminent person from some or other walk of life, he should not be in active politics, okay, he should not be in active politics, and he must have, tenure of office must be guaranteed. So indirectly it favored that we should do away with doctrine of pleasure. So what it said, tenure of office, this was the most important, tenure of office must be granted okay, and at the end of tenure, post-retirement benefits must be given. But you just see, out of various recommendations, few of them were accepted by the government, not through legal backing, but through practice, that governor of the state should be from outside the state. This we have seen, being followed after the recommendations, but other recommendations have not been followed. Okay, and this is the reason why appointment process, removal process, and functioning of governor remain a bone of contention as far as healthy center-state relationship is concerned. Not only this, I would just like you all to remember that in 2002, the recommendations were given by Venkat Chalaiya Commission. I hope some of you might have heard this name, Venkat Chalaiya Commission. Basically, this was the commission which was constituted in 2002 to review the working of constitution in India. This was actually termed as National Commission to Review Working of Constitution, and this was headed by Justice Venkat Chalaiya. When we completed 50 years of Indian Constitution coming into enforcement, then government led by Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee in 2000 decided that there should be a national commission, and that national commission should review the working of constitution and it should suggest changes in the constitution on the basis of which parliament may take constitutional amendments so that constitutional supremacy and constitution can remain a successful constitution of the world, a progressive constitution of the world, a forward marching moving constitution of the world. So this commission was constituted in 2002, and this commission also recommended something about governor which you need to know. So this was National Commission to Review the Working of Constitution, constituted in 2000, submitted its report in 2002, but it became famous in the name of Venkat Chalaiya Commission, as it was headed by, Justice Venkat Chalaiya. Now, what it said again that governor should be appointed, right? Governor should be appointed with recommendation from a committee, and this committee should be headed by Prime Minister. It should include Home Minister of India. It should include a Speaker of Lok Sabha, and it should also have the Chief Minister of state concerned. Okay, so it said that as far as appointment is concerned, we must have a committee, and that committee should suggest the name to the president, and based on that, president should appoint governor. That committee should be headed by Prime Minister. It should include Home Minister, Speaker of Lok Sabha, Chief Minister of the state concerned, and this is how there should be appointment of governor of the state. But this recommendation was not accepted. Okay, not only this, this commission even said that governor should be allowed to complete their term. So you just see almost every commission is talking about completion of term and then fair process through which governor should be appointed. But none of the recommendations related with governor of Venkat Chalaiya Commission was accepted. But in this series, I would just like you all to remember that in 2010, the famous Punchi Commission was constituted. Punchi Commission. Okay, and it submitted its report in 2010. Again, this was a commission constituted by the government to study the center-state relation the way earlier Justice R.S. Sarkaria headed commission was constituted. So Punchi Commission was again a center-state commission, and it was headed by Justice Madan Mohan Punchi, because of which it became famous in the name of Punchi Commission. And this commission, in its report submitted to the government, recommended many things about governor. Okay, and that I am going to talk about. Okay, so this Punchi Commission, right, this Punchi Commission, like Sarkaria Commission, said that eminent person, not from active politics, should be appointed as governor, and someone who is an eminent person, someone whose presence in Raj Bhavan can become the reason for the people of a state to feel respectful towards this post, towards this office. Such people should be brought in the Raj Bhavan. And someone who is not in active politics, someone who is from outside state, right? Someone who is from outside state. So most of the things which were earlier said by Sarkaria Commission, again said by Punchi Commission, from outside state. From outside state. And what it said, that the chief minister should be given an important say in the process of appointment of governor. What it said, that CM must be given say in the process of appointment of governor. Process of appointment of governor. Okay, what this commission suggested, right? This commission suggested that the name for governor should be suggested by a committee which should have Vice President of India, then, right, then Prime Minister of India, okay, then it should have Home Minister of India, then it should have a Speaker of Lok Sabha, and then it should have Chief Minister of the concerned state. Chief Minister of concerned state. Now friends, let me comment on this recommend. It's good. Prima facie, it appears to be a good recommendation, but only technical problem that if Vice President will be the part of this selection committee, then he will be the ex officio chairman. Because in table of precedence, Vice President is above Prime Minister. Now it will undermine the say which Prime Minister should have in the appointment of governor, and this is the reason why many constitutional experts are of this opinion that we should not include someone who is higher in constitutional status, symbolically even, in the selection committee in comparison with Prime Minister. Otherwise, everything else is fine. But the moment we include Vice President, and if Prime Minister is there, then automatically Vice President can only be the chairman, not the Prime Minister. And if Prime Minister is not the chairman, then definitely it will undermine the say which Prime Minister should have in the process of appointment of governor. Some of the experts are of the view that this committee should be, headed by Prime Minister. It should have Home Minister, it should have Speaker of Lok Sabha, it must have Chief Minister of the concerned state, and we can think of bringing a judge of Supreme Court or as the nominee of Chief Justice of India in this commission. That can be a better idea. That is what. So we can do brainstorming, but this is what was said by MM Punchi Commission related with appointment. But the most important thing what this commission said, MM Punchi Commission said, the Punchi Commission recommended that this doctrine of pleasure, this should end. Doctrine of pleasure should end, meaning governor should have a fixed term, and before the completion of the term, governor should be removed only for valid reasons. So this commission said that please create in constitution the regions or the ground on which governors can be removed before the completion of their term. And the process, the process for removal of governor should be similar to impeachment process of president. Impeachment process of president. Impeachment process of president. But a state legislature playing, state legislature playing decisive role. You need to understand this. I hope you know what MM Punchi Commission said in its report submitted to government, that right now in our constitution we have the provision that governor will continue till the pleasure of the president. This provision should end. We should give a fixed tenure for governor, and before the completion of tenure, if governor is to be removed, there must be ground. For example, what is the ground for impeachment of president? Violation of constitution. What is the ground for removal of judges of Supreme Court? Proven misbehavior and incapacity. Similarly, we should create ground on which governor can be removed from his or her office before the completion of the term. And the process for removal should be similar to impeachment of the president, but in impeachment of the president, Parliament plays influential and decisive role. The resolution is to be passed by the two houses of Parliament with a special majority, but for removal of governor, such resolution should be passed by the state legislature. This was what was recommended by Justice Madan Mohan Punchi. Prima facie, it appears to be a very good recommendation, but I am not supporting what was suggested by Justice MM Punchi completely. What I feel, this is my personal opinion, friends, that see, we must do away with doctrine of pleasure for governors. I am completely for it. We should also give a fixed tenure to governor. I am for it. Okay. But he should be removed through a process similar to process of impeachment. I am for it. But why state legislature should play a decisive role? I am not in favor. Because once appointed and then the removal remains in the hand of the state, it's going to undermine the role of governor as agent of center. I am of the view that in the removal process, Parliament should play the influential role. What is big deal in it? If Parliament can play role in the removal of judges of Supreme Court, removal of judges of high courts, removal of CAG, removal of Chief Election Commissioner of India, then why can't Parliament play a role in the removal of governor of the state? But we must give constitutional safeguard to governor related with tenure, then only the office bearer will function in a non-partisan manner. But yes, if a constitutional safeguard is given, then the control which is of central government on governor will weaken and it will strengthen the federal polity, I feel. This is my personal opinion. So if you ask my personal opinion on this issue, I am in favor that if we want to create a very strong and vibrant federal polity in India, then we must bring changes in the constitution related with governor, and through those changes we should do away with the doctrine of pleasure which governs the removal of governor, and in place of doctrine of pleasure we should introduce a new scheme in the constitution where we should mention specifically the grounds on which governor can be removed before the completion of the term, and there should be a mention of the process also, and in that process the resolution should be passed by Parliament the way it is passed with a special majority for impeachment of president. But during the process, governor should be given optimum opportunity to present his or her defense. If we are able to do this, it will strengthen the federal polity of India. It will help governors to truly function as the constitutional head who is committed to defend, protect and prevent the Constitution of India. This country is eagerly waiting for a visionary leader to be the Prime Minister who will say that this country needs changes in its constitution related with governor. And friends, I feel that if you want to ensure good governance in a country like India, which has 1,350 million people, 33 lakh square kilometer of area approximately, then there must be devolution of power and finance from center in favor of states, from states in favor of local bodies, and from local bodies in favor of people. So rather than empowered center, we need empowered citizens. And this is why there must be devolution, downward devolution as far as central government, state government, local government, and at the end, citizenry is concerned. So this is all about governors, which you need to know.